All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are talking about a massive shift in how the internet works. Seriously, this is a change that could put the power and the money right back where it belongs, with you. We're talking about the data ownership revolution, and it's all being driven by Web3.
So we've all heard that saying, right? Data is the new oil. It's this super valuable resource that's fueling the biggest companies on the planet. But that brings up a really, really important question. It's at the core of what we're talking about today.
Yeah, exactly. If all your online activity is so valuable, why are you the only one not getting a cut of the profits? And this isn't some mistake. It's actually how the current version of the web was designed to work. So let's break that down.
The internet that we all use every day, what people call Web 2, is basically built on a model where the value from your data only flows in one direction, away from you. It's a really simple process, but man, is it powerful. Just think about your day-to-day routine online. Every single time you scroll through your feed, click on a link, or search for something, you're creating this little digital breadcrumb. Each action is a tiny piece of data. Now, on its own, one click doesn't seem like a big deal, but these platforms are collecting billions of them, and they use all that information to piece together this incredibly detailed digital profile of who you are, what you like, what you do, who you know. And here's the kicker. That profile, that digital you, becomes the product. The platforms sell access to it to advertisers who want to target you with laser precision. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry built entirely on your behavior. So let that sink in for a second. You create the value, the platform packages it up and sells it, and the advertiser pays a ton for it. But you, the person who started it all, you get nothing. That one-way street is the fundamental problem that Web3 is trying to fix. So that brings us to the Web3 solution, which just flips this entire model upside down. Instead of being the product, you become the owner. And the main tool for this is your digital wallet. You can think of it like a super secure personal vault for your online identity and your assets that only you can control. And this visual just perfectly sums up the difference. In Web 2, your data flows away from you to a platform, which then sells it off. But in Web 3, your data stays with you, right in your personal wallet. You get to call the shots. You decide who sees it, and if you share it, the value comes directly back to you. The corporate middleman? Yeah, they're just gone. And, this isn't just some theory or a crazy idea for the future. There are real projects building this stuff right now. You've got Ocean Protocol, which is creating these marketplaces where you can actually rent out your data for things like AI training and get paid for it. Then there's Worldcoin, which is all about proving you're a real, unique person on the blockchain to cut down on fraud. And Reclaim Protocol lets you prove things about yourself, like your credit score, without ever having to share the actual sensitive data. These are literally the building blocks for a new user-owned internet. So this is the big mental shift you have to make. In this new world, your online activity isn't just behavior anymore. It becomes a digital asset. It's something you own and control, just like you'd own a car or stocks in a company. Okay, so this all sounds cool, right? But what does this actually look and feel like in our daily lives? Let's bring it back to something we all use constantly, social media, because the changes coming here are going to be huge. Just picture this. You're on a social app, but now you can directly make money from your own engagement data. You could also have total control, deciding exactly which brands, if any, are even allowed to show you ads. And maybe the best part, you'd get rewarded directly for participating, for posting great content, for finding cool stuff, for helping build the community. You're not just a user anymore, you're a stakeholder. And when you zoom out, you realize this is about something much bigger. We're moving away from a world where giant corporations control our digital spaces and suck out all the value, and we're moving toward a future where the users, the community, have the collective ownership and control. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? The network is no longer this top-down machine serving shareholders. It's a bottom-up cooperative that serves its members, and that means you. It is a massive, profound change in the balance of power online. This whole idea of collective ownership is the perfect lead-in to our final topic. We've talked about owning your data, but what about owning the actual platforms themselves? Well, that's what we're tackling next. We're going to explore exactly how community tokens are going to let fans, followers, and creators become real owners of the networks that they help build. It is the final, crucial piece of the puzzle in this shift to a user-owned web. You are not going to want to miss it. See you then.
Subscribe and follow Web3 Newswire for more updates on social and economy.